I know you've also written an article, and I'm curious to take us through this. Elijah Moore wants to be great, and early in training camp, he's been the star. Take us through that and what you found out talking to Moore.
Well, I wrote that down in West Virginia. He is, at the beginning of training camp down there, Amari Cooper had a little, situation where he didn't practice like 4 days. And Marquise Goodwin with the blood clots still hasn't practiced. So Elijah Moore was on the field virtually inside, outside, in the slot, in the backfield. We saw that in mini camp, and it sure seems like they plan to use him everywhere, kind of, maybe like a Tyreek Hill. He's got the 4.3 speed. I think he feels that he was mischaracterized as a baby or a crybaby with the Jets, and he got suspended by the coach last year for a game or two, and they traded him to the Browns. Former second-round pick. I think he was a high second-round pick. And the Browns gave up a second-round pick in the 2023 draft for him. And I think he's really one of those guys that wants to resurrect his career, even though he's just getting started here with the Browns. And the Browns have made it look so far, up through even yesterday, that he plans to be very involved in the offense. And I'll give you a little hint. If you're in fantasy football, he might be a guy you could pick as a sleeper, because I think he's going to touch the ball a lot, if there's any indication from what I've seen, throughout training camp. So, he looks good. He's got the speed. He's got the quickness. And I just think, you hear that word, chip on their shoulder. He's a guy that feels that, he has been mischaracterized, and he wants to show the NFL and here in Cleveland with a new chance that he's the real deal. He's in his third year. Yesterday, or it was 2 days ago, I guess, he broke loose on a one-on-one against Denzel Ward and made a great catch. It looked like Ward was going to make an interception. He was in great position, but Moore came down with the ball. We saw that in West Virginia too, where Ward looked like he had an interception and Moore actually took the ball out of his hands. So he's got strong hands. He's not the biggest guy, but he's very quick, and he looks like, he's ready to be a big weapon for the Browns. And if any indication, what we've seen in training camp.
Yeah, the other thing about Moore, you mentioned he's a second-round pick. Jets go out and they sign Corey Davis as a free agent. Then they draft Garrett Wilson as the 10th overall pick, or I think it was the 10th, 8th, or whatever. First-round pick, high first-round pick ahead of him. So you certainly understand where he wants the chance to kind of resurrect things.
Well, and I will say this, Dave, that Aaron Rodgers comes in and he wants his own guys. They bring in Allen Lazard and guys he was comfortable with, made some other moves. Can't look at the roster right off the top, but yeah, so that's what happens. Aaron Rodgers maybe trumps it, and it makes them. Same way with Denzel Mims. He was another high pick that they moved on from as well.